Today's adventures sees us with the boys on their way to Sparta, North Carolina. The camera wasn't turned on for the first part of the journey, so we don't get to see quite what happened here when they hit a dead end on a dirt road with a log fence and obviously a log. Anyway, let's pick up the story in Elkin, North Carolina.
So, welcome to Sparta, North Carolina, where we are about to hit the road. No, sorry, we're in Elkin, North Carolina. We are going to Sparta, North Carolina. So we are going to hit the road on this very nice February morning. God, I'm not doing very well today. I need to get a script. So while we're heading up here, this is where, I'll show you on the left, Christian, when we get up here, this is where at least one of the wineries that Debbie comes to. But I say, it's not a winery, they don't make it here, it's just like a wine shop or a tasting room. But for a while that she was buying wine here every time she came out with her best friend. They would always come to the same place. All right, so here's the overlook. Let's take a quick look. Oh, sorry. Are you on the side? You want to go to the other side? There's an entrance. There we go. Okay, I'll see you in a minute. All right. So we'll wait for my young friend Christian to come back. I'll see when he appears. It's connected. I lost my rider B. So here we are at the Overlook, Highway 21. We are right here at the Overlook. Got a good view of the sky here. That's what you can see. We'll see how this comes out on video when he comes back. If he comes back. I've lost my young colleague now. Well, meanwhile, we can just keep walking a bit. So, if we walk along here a little bit, we can take a look at the view. And see how this turns out. Welcome to the tour.
That's very nice.
And this is Christian and I,
very nice.
up on the hills. And we hope you're enjoying riding along with us. And you'll join us as we have lunch in Sparta, which is about 15 miles north of us. So we'll see you later. Well, listen, mate, remind me how old you are again? Right, so you are 12 years behind me, and I'm still doing this, so you've got at least 12 years ahead of you. And I wouldn't be thinking about getting another adventure bike if I didn't think I could do it for another 5 years. The only thing for me is I don't want to go for a heavier bike. So I've already talked myself that that R1300 GS, no matter how rich I might ever be, it's too heavy, too big a bike. Now maybe it's the right bike for the road bike after I finish my adventure years, right? Because then it's a different kind of riding. But that's kind of why I definitely think this mid-size adventure bike is the right model. You know, you've got all the power you need. The bikes aren't too heavy. They're easy to pick up when they're on the ground. Moving it around in the garage is not too impossible. You don't want a bike that's so heavy that you just can't move it and you can't.
It was at this point that the rain started to get pretty bad, and so the boys decided, time to get the wet weather gear, put the cameras away, and find somewhere for lunch. And that's what they did in Sparta. Here's the proof. After a leisurely lunch, time to get back on the road. So, what promised to be a really dry day turned out to be rather miserable in the end. We made our way back down the mountain in the pouring rain. One more coffee stop on the way. But thanks for watching, and come back again for more adventures in the mountains and Piedmont of North Carolina.